So here we are, 4 days into the Volvo Ocean Race, and we couldn't have had a more dramatic start. Right now the fleet has passed Rabat as they head for the Canaries. In stark contrast to the extreme weather conditions they faced before, out in the Atlantic the wind has dropped, making progress slow. Telefonica is currently leading the race. Along with Puma, they took the decision to head out west in search of the trade winds, and it's a strategy which seems to have paid off, as they are finding 17-knot winds. Groupama, on the other hand, made a big call and decided to hug the coast and steer a more direct course. It's a gamble because inshore the winds are lighter, only 8 knots. But if they find the wind, they're more southerly than the rest of the fleet and could take advantage. And Camper, well, their trail shows how they followed Groupama inshore and then cashed in their loss and headed back out. But this change of heart has cost them time and position.
And basically we've had to depart from the plan of going down the African coastline to now going west around the Canaries. So slight change of plan. We've taken a hit from Telefonica and Puma out wide. We just have to see when this front comes across us now how we're positioned. So not our best day.
But as you can see from the map graphic, we're only looking at 4 boats and not 6. So what's the situation with the other 2, Sanya and Abu Dhabi? Well, as we know, Sanya sustained major damage to their hull just before the Straits of Gibraltar and were forced into port at Motril, where the full extent of the damage became clear. Crew member Andy Micklejohn with a broken foot.
You know the painkillers are working when you can crawl around the boat.
And a huge gash in the hull that would inevitably force them to retire in this first leg. As the crew regrouped back in Alicante for crisis meetings to plan their next move, skipper Mike Sanderson talked us through the events of the nightmare they've been through.
I'd actually just gone back down below and was sitting in the nav station and suddenly felt the boat sort of do this very odd lurch, and kind of like we were dragging the keel through some really soft mud or something. Got everyone out of their bunks and into life jackets, and because if the watertight door had broken, we would have sunk. I have to believe, looking at the way the damage is, that we've landed, we've hit something, and then that's put a puncture wound in, which has then started peeling the boat away. So the worst case scenario, of course, is we ship the boat to Cape Town and are unable to fix it in time, because what we have got to do, it looks, is, chop out, possibly a 6 metre by 3 metre by 1 metre section of boat and replace it. So that's no small task.
Down on the dock this morning, Mike Sanderson was commiserating with Abu Dhabi skipper Ian Walker. Having lost their mast, Abu Dhabi are in a race against time to get their boat back in the water, rejoin this leg and possibly catch the fleet.
Well, to be honest, I want to get them back in the race in the next 24 hours if I can, because the fleet aren't getting away that fast and it wouldn't be impossible to catch them up.
Since the race started, we've had nothing but high drama. But after all, this is the Volvo Ocean Race. Join us again as we follow the continuing story.